Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire hits theaters on April 12, 2024. But have you ever wondered what comes next? Will there be another big project from Legendary, or will the Monsterverse come to an end? Join me as I give you all the answers in these videos about the possible films and series in the Monsterverse. Let's go! In January 2023, I decided to pursue my dream. I quit my current job and dove headfirst into the internet. In just 4 months, I managed to monetize this channel, and I'm already earning a few dollars from it. I'm telling you this because if you have a dream like mine to make a living through digital marketing, I want to give you hope, a path that can turn your dream into reality. With Mastering Digital Marketing, you will learn basic to advanced strategies in digital marketing and how to boost your sales. It shows you the step-by-step process of how to make money in every possible way using Google Ads and social media. Imagine living your dream, just like I do, without a nagging boss and commitments weighing on your mind. So I'll leave a link here in the description for you to click on, just to check it out. You won't be buying anything or making any commitments. You'll just get to see what it's like inside and decide if it's right for you or not. Of course, if you decide to purchase, I do earn a commission on that sale. I'll always be honest with you. When you buy, I also benefit. So go check it out if you have this dream of following this path like I did, and I guarantee you won't regret it. I only believed it was real when I made it happen. Welcome back to Nerds Insights, your daily news channel for nerd culture. The Monsterverse is a franchise that started in 2014 and has been quite successful. However, more than ever, people are feeling uncertain about the franchise's future. After Godzilla vs. Kong in 2021, many believed that the Monsterverse had come to an end, with no more films or projects from Legendary. But everyone was wrong. In 2023, Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire was confirmed. And not only that, but a Monarch Legacy of Monsters series was also announced. This means that Legendary is going all out with its Monsterverse projects. And from this, we can get some ideas of what might be coming next. Before we continue, go ahead and comment which Monsterverse film would you like to see, whether it's a sequel or an origin story. Your input matters. And while you're at it, leave a like to help this video reach more viewers. First and foremost, we have to think about what drives a production company, a studio, or any business to create new projects, and that's profit. So the first thing to consider is money, the financial return that Legendary and everyone involved will get. In other words, if there are more projects, it's because they are making money, good money. It's a matter of them receiving double or triple what they invested. And if you go to the cinema and get excited about what you're seeing, if you leave with a big smile on your face, you can be sure that the shareholders will be grinning from ear to ear, just like the Joker. Because if it works for the audience, it works for them. So the first movie we can expect after Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire is Godzilla 3. Godzilla 3 would be very interesting for us to have. I have an idea for the name of this movie, which would be Godzilla Immortal, in which he could fight against Violante or Battle Destroya or Space Godzilla, any of these iconic kaijus from the Toho universe. However, we already have an understanding that Legendary doesn't seem to want to use the Toho kaijus and instead create their own. So it would be very interesting for Legendary to create an even stronger kaiju or even their own original kaiju. Let's say that Shenmue survives Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire and comes to face Godzilla on its own. Or maybe Kong has a small cameo in Godzilla's movie, something like that. Another movie we can definitely expect is Kong 2. The name could be, for example, Kong, King of Hollow-Earth. We know that Godzilla is the king of the monsters, but he doesn't reside in the Hollow-Earth. Kong, now inhabiting Hollow-Earth, could establish his kingdom there, so it would be very cool to see Kong in his quest to find a family, in his quest to raise his child Tsuko, who I believe will survive in Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire. Or there could be a development involving other creatures, other races, or even, for example, if Scar King's army isn't defeated, only Scar King is defeated, and Kong becomes the new leader of the Kong army. It would be something very interesting to explore. Another movie we could expect is a solo film for Doug, a film focused on Hollow-Earth and the development of this kaiju. We know that Doug is a subspecies of Gojiras, so showing Doug's evolution would be very cool for those of us who want to see something new in the Monsterverse, not just about Godzilla and not just about Kong, but also about other iconic kaijus in this series. Another movie we could expect is an origin story for a villain. It could be Shenmue's origin story, or the origin story of King Ghidorah, or even the origin of a new legendary villain, with Godzilla appearing at the end to face it. It would be very cool and interesting to see the expansion of the Monsterverse universe because it's something vast to explore, not just sticking to the protagonists. And finally, 2 series ideas I have for the Monsterverse. The first one would be Godzilla Dominion. You could adapt the Godzilla Dominion comic book story for Apple TV. However, instead of it being set in the time the comic takes place, It would be set after Godzilla x Kong, the New Empire. I think that would be very interesting. Another idea I have is a series about Biollante. Everyone knows that Biollante is an artificial kaiju created by scientists, so you could show a series in which scientists create Biollante and then have it face other kaijus until the day it faces Godzilla. That would be a very cool idea. Legendary, if you're watching this video, take note because people would really enjoy it. But so far, I've been the only one speaking, the only one sharing my ideas, and now it's your turn. Share whether you liked my ideas, if you support them, and which ones you don't support, and also explain why you don't support these ideas and what would be a better one, whether you like the names, didn't like them, or would change something, or if you simply don't think it's a good idea. Let me know because I'll be reading all the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. This channel is comprehensive, with everything about the nerd world firsthand, and I'm sure you won't want to miss out, so subscribe with the bell activated, and you'll stay up to date with everything that's happening. Don't forget to take care of yourself, and until next time.